Okay, this drill is teaching beginner beach players just kind of the routes that we run. So it's a very simple version of Queen of the Court, just for them to practice the footwork. And the biggest thing is for the setter to practice moving forward if they are not the passer. So if you watch this game, you'll see that if it goes to her, she's learning to move up. She tosses, and when they throw it over, they go back on defense. We're not teaching them to block yet at this age. So watch, whoever it goes to, the other moves up. Sets her partner, throws it over, they get back on defense. If it goes to Claire, she's moving forward. So they got to do this over and over so they get the feel of it. Especially if they're indoor players, which they all are. They're not used to this type of movement. So everybody in this group about 10 years old, 11, maybe 12. So brand new. So the key thing is just teaching the person not setting or not passing to come forward and set. And once they get this, then we start having them pass the ball, and then you can just kind of elevate this drill to basically where they're just serving and doing it. So they're just getting used to the footwork. Very good, girls. Okay, so the next step of this drill is I allow them to take a swing on the last ball. So everything else is the same. The setter's just learning to move forward. You can see how like Claire's a little still surprised, like, oh, is that what I do? This is just to get reps, just kind of memory reps. So you see Natasha's moving forward, perfect. And then we let them take a swing on that last ball. As you're teaching your kids to do this, they need to start getting the idea to not set it right on top of the net, just like they're doing, especially when they're this young. Set it about 3 feet off so they have room to take a swing. Don't set so tight, girls. That's when you get in trouble. Have plenty of clearance for your partner. You guys are off. So we'll see if they set off the net better. See, better set off the net, then get some reps in. And the way I do this drill as they're learning is I confine the court into a very short court. You do this on a big court at their age, that's a lot of ground to cover. And this is just teaching them just those movements. And I've done a video before where it's called Growing King of the Court, to where we just make this court bigger and bigger as they're learning the routes. So you can make a game out of this to where, you know, they get to hit the last ball. If they get a score, you know, it's just like queens. They can only score on that side. So a good coaching tip is just kind of read. See, you see how she's just forgetting, but this is good. Yeah, it's a good thing about just memory. Good, this is a good rep we have going here. Practice staying off the net. Good, they're practicing. It's also helping them move their feet too. So you'll see a lot with the setter, she'll be like, oh yeah, I move up, right? And eventually the more you do this, the more they just have got it from memory. That's the point, good job. So like I said, a good coach will just kind of read their players. If you're running a camp in the first day, they're really struggling with stuff, you can really simplify drills, and this is a good example of how to simplify Queen of the Court. You know, if you have higher level kids, they should be playing short court, you know, bump, set, hit, just over and over and over. If they can't do it, this is a good thing to do. And eventually they'll grow into that. So the next step is, as you see here, the first contact now needs to be bumped. We're teaching them don't swing, just nice controlled movement. And the second player can catch it. If she catches it, she can just basket toss it to set it. So let's see if we can get a good demonstration of this right now. There's the bump, good. And then she can catch, throw, hit. That looked better. Let's watch these two right here. Bump the first ball, catch the second ball, hit the third ball. Bump the first ball, and we can bump that, good. So as they, every team might have just a breaking point of where they're at. Again, it takes a good coaching to realize, okay, where is that breaking point? They're kind of getting this, and I bet if we spend more time, they're going to get this one. Then the next step is you let them go free. They bump, they set, they hit. If they're having a hard time hitting, the next thing you want to do is take out hitting, and they just bump over the last ball. So she can catch, set, and see if we can get a rally here. So teaching them to move their feet. So anyway, this is a good way to do short court, teaching kids good formation, setter moving up.